Hi and welcome to Corona Fine Art. Today I thought I would make a video and give you an update on the seeds that I planted about a month ago on February 14th. But I also wanted to show you my plants that are indoors right now. We are having a cold spell here where I live in the mountain region. So I haven't taken them out at all, even though there has been some warm days. I know that I knew that there was going to be some frost, so I didn't want to take them out and then have them be dead. So I still have them in here in my plant room with the plant light. But I wanted to give you a short tour because I know I haven't updated on my channel about the plants that I planted a week or a month ago. So for example, the nasturtium, as you can see, in a month it grew a lot. So I transplanted it from the seed trays into this bigger pot. And they've grown a lot, and I think they're a little bit stretched just because my light might not be in the best spot to have them not stretch out as much, but they're doing pretty well so far. It looks very healthy. And here, I'll give you a closer look at the leaves. I just love the way it looks. It looks like an aquatic plant a little bit to me. Maybe like peperomia or something like that as well. So I can't wait to get flowers on this. You usually get some red and orange and yellow flowers, so I'm very excited about that. But this one has done very well. And I also transplanted the squash, which I will show you in a minute, and the rest of the plants I haven't transplanted yet because they're still very small. So let me give you this tour. I hope that you enjoy it. Please remember to subscribe to my channel and comment down below if you have any questions about the plants that I have here, or if you want to share about your plants. I would love to hear about them. I'm a plant lover, as you can tell, so I always love to hear stories about that. So without further ado, let's check out my plants. So I want to start by showing you the seedlings. These are the ones that I planted a month ago, and as you can see, I have them in a little on top of a plastic so that when I water them, the water doesn't seep into the carpet. So I have the spearmint, which I don't have any of them coming up yet, unfortunately. I'm not sure if they're going to come up at all. I'm going to plant another batch very soon and see the difference. I have some tomatoes and those are doing very good. I have the jalapenos, I have the eggplant, and I have cucumber. So from the tomatoes, all the 10 trays that I planted came up. From the jalapeno as well. The eggplant, I have 8 out of 10. And from the cucumber, I have 4 out of 10. So I don't know why the cucumber didn't do as well, but I'm going to do another batch of seeds very soon, so we'll see what happens. Now moving along to this side, I have here some lavender, which I'm very happy that I have 2 of them coming up. They're very tiny. I have the butterfly weed here, which I'm also very excited about. I did that one as a test just to see if it would come up this early, and it did, and I'm excited to plant some more. I have the zinnias. So the zinnias, 3 didn't come up, so I have 9 plants right now, and some of them are not doing very well. They're very thin, and it's probably because they don't have as much light or sun right now. So once the frost danger is gone, I'm going to plant some more outdoors to give them a better opportunity to grow. Now here's the last tray I have, and as you can see, I have a lot of empty cells, and that is because the squash were here, and I've transplanted those to bigger pots. I have the basil, 2 rows of basil, the cheaper seed and the more expensive seed, and I have right now 4 of each. And then I have the gray zucchini right here, and I've only have 2 gray zucchinis out of 10. So that one also, like the cucumber, didn't do too well. So we'll see if I plant more in the springtime when it's warmer, if it does better outdoors. And then moving up, these 2 big pots that I have right here are the squash. So I have a lot of success with the squash. Most of the plants that I planted from both seed packets came up. So the summer squash, I'm excited. Hopefully they will do well in these bigger pots now that I've transplanted them. I just transplanted them 2 days ago. So they're, getting used to them, establishing. And as you can see, the stems are a little long, so I think they also stretched because of the lighting situation. Now moving up, I want to show you some of my other plants, because a lot of these plants were outside before in the summer videos that I've done in the past last year. But I wanted to show you an update on how they're doing, since they have been indoors for more than 2 months, or maybe 3 months. So indoors with no sunlight, just with my plant light, and they're surviving. Most of these are succulents, and I have some cacti as well, and some indoor plants too. But I take all of these plants outside when the weather gets warmer. So let me show you what I have. So here's a closer look. This plant has bloomed very beautifully for me inside. It wasn't in bloom when I brought it in the winter, and it has a lot of beautiful flowers, and now they're a little spent, so I'm gonna clean it up before I take it out again. This Thanksgiving cactus has been surviving. I watered it too much and the soil is still pretty wet, so I'm hoping that it will dry out and do better. I haven't watered it in a while, but it's still wet. I have some echeveria here, and they're very stretched out. So when I go outside, I will be doing some maintenance on these. They still look beautiful, but because of the lighting situation. I have my spider plants. I have 3 of these. There's one back there, and there's another one right here. And those are doing pretty well. So let me go through this shelf right here. There's a lot of different plants here. Here's another one with echeveria, and also burro's tail, which is very stretched out, the echeveria is. So I'll have to clean that up, or maybe I'll let it go like that, because I do like the way that looks, kind of outer space like to me. I don't know why. I have elephant's foot here. Lost all its leaves. I'm hoping they will come back. Here's the top, and I have some smaller with some echeveria again. So all of these I'll have to do some maintenance work when I take them outside and kind of make them look more tidy and prettier again. I did lose one of them that was in the spot, and I put some little babies in there, some little cuttings. I have my euphorbia here. I have different kinds of euphorbias, of euphorbia. This one is another euphorbia as well, which is very different from this one. This one usually has red flowers. I have my bougainvillea, which also has some blooms on it. And I just got this pot at the thrift shop, and I transplanted some plants that had stretched, so I transplanted them in here. Now if we look up, here's the top of the plant shelf. I have a lot of different plants in here, including some cactus, which has some cactus babies. I have some hanging plants like this one, and this one is from a cutting I took from a friend maybe a year ago. It's doing very well. It's a Hoya. I really like Hoya. I have another big one right here, and this one I've had for a while, and it's very long, as you can see. Has a few strings that are very long. So I can't wait to have them outside because they will have more space to grow better and to showcase them better. Here's another Euphorbia amelia that's a little bit smaller than the one I just showed you. It still has some blooms. Some more houseplants. This one needs some light. Another hanging plant. There's a cactus down here. Another Hoya that's a cutting from the one that I had for a while. This one, it's really big as well. I have some sticks on fire. That one was really red and orange when I brought it in, but because of the light change, it turned green again. And another sticks on fire, different kind right there. You can see the difference between them since they're side by side. I have a cutting in the back of the sticks on fire. Here I have another one of those hanging. I think these ones are called Lady of the Night. They have a beautiful flower that opens up at night. And then on the bottom here, I have a begonia that's hanging on. And I have another succulent there. And some violets in the back. Here are some more Euphorbia amelia. There's a white one, there's a yellow one that doesn't have any flowers right there. And here is a beautiful variegated houseplant variety. And I have a couple more empty pots that unfortunately have died. One of them was another begonia, and another one was, I think, a violet that didn't make it. But overall, they have done very good. And I have some other plants in other parts of the house as well that are bigger plants. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and please check out my website coronafineart.com if you want to see my artwork and learn more about me. I welcome you, and leave me a comment down below as well if you would like. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.